So this is the Dmitry Pozharsky. Project 68. This cruiser, Dmitry Pozharsky, was laid down in Leningrad at the... Oh, on earth do I pronounce this? Ordzhonikidze Shipyard No. 189 in February 1952. So a real ship. Ship was launched in June of 1953 and commissioned in December 1954. In February 55, assigned to the Northern Fleet, but during the summer of the same year, the cruiser headed for Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky to join the 14th Cruiser Division of the Pacific Fleet. And in 1961, Dmitry Pozharsky joined the 9th Division of ASW ships, and from 1967 on active duty with the 10th Tactical Squadron operating in the Indian Ocean. Okay, so it's a real ship at least. It's a real ship at least. So we'll have a closer look at this. The Dmitry Pozharsky. We'll look at the armor layout. I mean, the ship screams Kutuzov when I see it. 25mm fore and upper plating, including the deck. The main deck is 27. Auxiliary room armor plating 25. Armor belt of 100. Rear aft end plating. Let me just reduce this. Much cleaner. 40mm underneath. 13mm superstructure plating. Side plating 175. 175. Top plating 75. Rear plating 100. Hold on. This is the Citadel. Looks submerged for the most part. 100. The deck of this is 50. It does extend slightly over. The Admiral ship is 120. And the Admiral ship at the stern is 100. So slightly above the waterline, extending from the rear turret to the front turret. A pretty big citadel. In terms of consumables, let me just quickly put on a quick build. So we'll have the basic numbers. We'll just put on damage con for the moment. It doesn't get a repair party. Accuracy and rudder ship time. That's all pretty decent. We'll go prop mod. It does have access to a choice between Def AA and Hydro. Hydro is good. 5 kilometer for ships. 3.5 for torpedoes. Now, similar to the Kutuzov, but slightly different, the Dmitry Pozharsky gets this short burst smoke generator. This is more usually found on the Royal Navy DDs. So short burst smoke generator, 40-second dispersion time with an action time of 17 seconds. So short action smoke screens. So related to this smoke screen, the short burst, the gun firing penalty is 7.7 kilometers. Now that feels a little bit high, which does feel unusually high considering only 152s, but we skipped over the hit points. 40,000, 700 hit points, 0 torp protection reduction, absolutely 0. No torp belt, so you're taking max damage from torpedoes with this. You should be aware of this. Max damage from torpedoes. So this Dmitry Pozharsky gets 12 of these 152s. Reload time of 7 seconds. 2-4, 2 aft, 2 x3 aft, 2 x3 4. These can rotate 180 degrees in 25 seconds. Max dispersion of 147 meters with a max firing range of 18.1. Now here's the major difference between the Kutuzov and this ship. It's where it comes to the main battery armament. You only have armor piercing. Only have armor piercing shells with a max damage of 3,300 with a shell speed of 950 meters per second. Now, when I look at this shell speed, we don't have the exact numbers on the AP angles or its levels of penetration. But when I see shell speeds of 950 meters per second, I'm going to make an assumption that the pen is pretty decent. And I'm also assuming that the AP ricochet angles are going to be pretty decent, having just AP. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point? I have a very basic build on just a 10-point captain with concealment expert just here. If we pop this on, we can increase there to 44,300. You're going to need hit points in this thing, I believe. I'd probably go this as well. Turret traverse. Something basic. We're currently testing a 17-point captain. That does improve the turret rotation to 21.7 seconds. Okay, so that's the main battery. You also get secondary battery, 6 of these twin-mounted 100mm, 4-second reload, max firing range of 6.9 kilometers, 1400 max damage. These do fire high explosive. They can pen 17mm of armor with a shell speed of 1,000 meters per second. Quite fast secondaries. Torpedo armament, very short range, only 4 kilometers. 2x5, these are YOLO torpedoes. 1 torpedo launcher on each side. They have a max damage of 14,400, 65 knots of speed, 1.3 kilometer detectability range, and again 4 kilometer max firing range. These torpedoes have a reload time of well over 2 minutes, 131 seconds. That's the torpedoes. You get airstrike, fortunately, with a max range of 7 kilometers. 2 available flights, dropping with 1 aircraft per attacking flight, dropping 2 bombs. Max bomb damage is 4,200. AA defense, I would have expected a little bit more here on a Kutuzov clone. 16 of these twin mounted 37mm, so 32 of these in total. Short range 37mm. These 6 twin mounted 100mm, they double up as AA mounts, just dual purpose. Continuous average damage is 284. Damage by shell explosions You get 6. The max damage is 1470. Priority sector reinforcement 50%. And the firing range is 5.8. Maneuverability. Base speed of 33. 35 with the speed flag. Turning circle radius of 760 meters. And a rudder ship time of 6.5. And finally the concealment is 11.3 kilometers. Which seems a little bit obscene. 11.3 kilometers at tier 8. And that is utilizing concealment system and concealment expert. Concealment down to 11.3. This thing can be seen from the moon, basically. So this is the new Russian cruiser. The Dmitry Pozharsky. AP only cruiser. Interesting change from the Kutuzov. AP only Russian cruiser. I must admit, they do have that signature look about them. They do look quite good. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.